Hi guys, I'm Laurie Vitale. On this episode of Laurie in the Kitchen, I wanted to share something with you that you can make for the holiday season, or if you're having a get-together at all and you want to depart from the pumpkin, depart from the apple, but you want something really show-stopping and amazing. These are my little banoffee pie, little parfaits. Not really a parfait, more like a layer thing, so I guess it is a parfait. Point is, they are delicious. Everyone loves them. They are so super simple and easy to make, and it just looks a little fancier than a traditional banoffee pie, which of course you can make, and it's absolutely divine. But today I want to share this with you. We're going to caramelize the bananas a little bit just to make it a little extra special, and it is really good and really easy ingredients, which I love. Let's get started. What I have here is some dulce de leche. I made this, and I'm going to walk you through this in just a minute, but you can buy dulce de leche already made in your local grocery store. I've got some chocolate graham cracker crumbs, bananas, and I have a little bit of brown sugar and some butter. You're also going to need some whipped cream, like homemade whipped cream, but that's going to come in a little bit. For now, let's talk homemade dulce de leche. All I do is I take a regular can. You want to take off the wrapper. The first thing you want to do is take the wrapper off. You take a regular can of sweetened condensed milk. You put this in a saucepan, cover it with water, bring it to a boil over medium heat, lower the heat to low, and let it boil for 2.5 hours on low heat undisturbed. What you must do is every 15 to 20 minutes or so, have a little pot of water next to it that's on a simmer, and every time you can see the water is evaporating, add a little bit more simmering water in there, because this needs to be covered at all times. You do that for 2.5 hours, you take it out, you let it cool completely, then you open it and you have that. Now, if you don't feel like going through all that effort, which I totally understand, even though you're not doing a whole lot, you can buy some perfectly delicious dulce de leche in your regular grocery store. So the choice is really yours. Let's get started. To my skillet, I've got a nice large skillet here. I'm going to add my sugar and butter. I'm not adding a lot because this is going to make 6 little parfaits, and I don't want to make huge ones, and I don't want to add too much butter and too much sugar. I just want a little something to caramelize my bananas in, and really just to give them a little extra richness. But you don't have to do this. You can skip it and just layer regular bananas in there. I'm going to do it because it is the holiday season after all. It is a festive time of the year, and I do want to go the extra mile to make something a little extra special. So I'm just going to wait for these to melt and to start bubbling a little bit. Looks great. I'm going to add my bananas. I'm just going to cook these for a few minutes. What I don't want is for these to turn into banana mush. I still want them to keep their shape. I still want them to keep a little bit of their texture. I just want to cook them and sort of caramelize them a little bit in this brown sugar and butter mixture. Again, it's not going to take very long. It's just going to take a couple of minutes. So just stand here and give them a stir, because there is sugar in there and you don't want it to burn. And I am cooking this over medium heat, but this will be done in about, I would say, 2 to 3 minutes, 4 tops. These look exactly how I want them to look. They took about 3 minutes. So now it's time to start layering. It's just so easy and simple. I don't even bother to put any butter in my graham crackers because I just don't find it to be, necessary really. So I just like to do a nice layer of that. Don't go too shy. Probably, I would say, 2 tablespoons or so in each one. Think of this like very similar to like a banana cream pudding, just I guess a jazzier, if that's even a word, version of that. A little bit of that. Even them out, just like so. Take some of your dulce. You're gonna need to borrow another spoon, like so. Oh, like seriously. I mean, I know it's rich, but it's worth it. Some things are just, you're not gonna get around it. We'll clean the sides of the cups in just a minute. Just layer a little bit of that dulce de leche in each one. Another little layer of your graham crackers, this time just about a tablespoon or so. You can see I'm just kind of shaking it around to get it nice and even. Left a little spot there. There we go. And then the last layer of, well, not the last layer for now is, of course, the caramelized bananas, which smell fantastic. They've got just the right texture, sort of that slump, but still retaining its shape. Oh yeah, these are really still a little bit hot for my fingers, but it's okay. I think that's good. Put one more right there because that guy feels lonely. And then when we top it with the whipped cream and then shavings of chocolate, it is so good. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to clean the rim of each one, and then I'm going to pop these into the fridge. I want these to set for like an hour or so. The beauty about these is that you don't need to slice them. You don't need to slice it. It's not like a pie. So you don't have to set this until it's completely set. You're just setting them so all those layers can kind of cool, and when you eat it, it's just like a really sort of cool, delicious, soft, slightly crunchy, fabulous mixture. So I'm just going to clean the rim of each one, and then I'm going to pop these into the fridge for like an hour or so, or until they're completely chilled. And then I'm going to whip up some heavy cream, just those stiff peaks, and then we'll top them and serve them. Now I've got some whipped cream here that I have just whipped a little less than stiff peaks, somewhere between stiff and like soft peaks. Perfect, luscious and gorgeous. That's what I want. My little parfait, my banana mixture has cooled, and I have here some grated semi-sweet chocolate. You don't have to use it, but I like it. I'm actually going to use my ice cream scoop to scoop my whipped cream mixture, well, just whipped cream, because I want just this perfect amount for each one. Take some of that out. Then you just go to town with that grated chocolate. Oh, I'd love it. If you wanted to, you could use smaller cups and do really pretty peaks, but you know, I want this to be beautiful, but I also want it to be easy. I don't want to start bringing out piping bags and all that stuff. Life is busy enough. There's already so much going on around this time of year. What I don't need is to fiddle about with a bunch of different stuff, but these look gorgeous to me. Don't mind my chocolate hand. I'm just going to dive right into one because it looks magnificent. You know I need to have a little bite of everything. I've got banana, I've got sweetened condensed milk, and I've got whipped cream. Very happy girl. That it also holds really well too. If you look in there, there's nothing kind of running out all over the place. So it's got really great texture as well. And truth be told, this is going to sound crazy. Trust me, when I say this, you know it's going to be true. Each one of these could really serve 2 people because they're so rich and decadent. A little bit goes a long way. So if you wanted to, you could serve each one per couple, or each one for 2 people, or you could use smaller serving cups and just do 12 instead of 6. So the option is yours. Go to laurainthekitchen.com to get the written recipe. I'm gonna have to wash this off. I hope you enjoyed spending time with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.